welcome all of you, and I mean all of you, back to Sin TV Now, where of course I bring you smart, intelligent news and also talking about the importance of the multicultural perspective in regards to gaming and culture. So, I know, I know. I hesitated for so long to come back, and there's so much that I have to talk about. And I just want to get all of this out of the way before we get into we're getting a double dose of juicy topics today. Everybody has been talking about this particular juicy topic of the day, and that is I want to see everybody has their opinion, right? So I have to give my opinion about how I feel about the whole Angry Joe situation. And I think many of you freaks and geeks will be surprised by what I have to say in regards to how I feel about Angry Joe and the whole 2 month vacation thing, all right? And then on top of that, also, I found this really interesting article on Madame Noir about why going into nature is important for you. So I hope that you really enjoy today's episode. And as you can see, we are playing the original Mass Effect. And this is not going to be just me playing Mass Effect. This is going to be a multicultural Mass Effect. And the reason why I wanted to start off with this game overall, and let me get started here, is just because I love that Mass Effect is a very multiculturally accepting game. You can, the protagonist has all different types of skin tones, can look all different types of ways, and it's just really refreshing to see a game like this. It's really refreshing, and it was very eye-opening for me, definitely at the time, playing this game. It's so awesome. So I had to start off with Mass Effect because of those reasons. And of course, since I am an intellectual, I really want to get into why I decided not only to play Mass Effect, but let's learn about Mass Effect. Because to me, it's one thing to play the game, and it's another thing to be knowledgeable and to know about the game. So, of course, this is coming from Wikipedia. Mass Effect is a science fiction action role-playing, and I can't believe I'm even saying this, third-person shooter, because you know me, I am not really into the third-person shooter, but I'm sorry, John Shepard is so fine, so that's what motivated me as well to play today's game. So it's a third-person shooter video game series developed by Canadian company BioWare, and the cool thing about Mass Effect is it's multi-platform. So it was released for the Xbox 360. It was released for the PlayStation 3 or PS3, excuse me, as it's called. And it also was released for PC, which is so cool. Now, the fourth game in the series was released for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One, and that came out in March of this year. We know it as Mass Effect Andromeda, and I'm going to be playing that as well. But I'm not going to give away the story, but overall, you play this protagonist named John Shepard, but this is what I decided to do. The first person who comments on my episode, okay, or if you give a really good intellectual comment, you will be the name of the next character in the game that I play. And I just wanted for it to be more, I would say, more, I could name my character whatever, but I think I wanted to make my show a little bit more personal. And nothing can get more fun and personal than naming a character after one of you freaks and geeks out there. So I definitely have to give a very, very, very special shout out to a very proper gentleman by the name of Chris. Now, Chris has supported this show for a very long time, and I am so grateful to him. Like all of you, I am grateful for just respecting and loving the type of person that I am. Chris went out of his way to let me know how much he enjoyed this show. And once again, freaks and geeks, freaks, I am so sorry for the hesitation, for the broken promises, but look, 2016 and 2017 was a very, 2016 especially, and early part of 2017 was a very difficult time for me, from a health point. I was very sick, and like I always say, God is so good for getting me back together and doing this. I know this is something that I was meant to do, and I am passionate about, and I will continue to do my best to be a proper representation in regards to being a person who is a person of color that games, because it's not easy. And I'm not going to hold back, but I'm going to be very intellectual and honest and straightforward with my opinions. And it's been a very long journey for me to get here, and I want to personally tell each and every one of you, thank you so much for just taking the time to understand who I am and enjoying this show. And Chris definitely, if I can talk today, definitely had a lot of really good recommendation for games that I should play in the future. Now, I just want to clarify things before we really get into it today. I will be playing the following type of games on Sin TV now. I will be playing beat 'em ups. I will be playing games like this where it's like an RPG kind of crossover, so like Mass Effect, that kind of stuff. I'll be doing, of course, a lot of retro gaming as well. Many of you freaks and geeks want for me to do indie games, so I'll do that as well. But I also decided that I will be doing some of those dating games as well, because those are really fun. And I really wanted to try to give diversity in regards to gaming. Also, we're going to be looking at things from an intellectual, respectful perspective, and especially talking from a multicultural perspective, because I think that's a perspective that's often kind of gets made fun of, and it doesn't always get taken seriously. And I really wanted for the show to be an intellectual, serious show where we still have fun and we still enjoy the juicy topics that we talk about. And if there's a juicy topic or anything that you would like for me to talk about, definitely comment and let me know. And I always appreciate these suggestions, like always. So definitely, Chris was awesome and gave me not only a lot of different suggestions for games that I should play in the future, but because he did get in touch with me and he was the first one to do so, he is going to be the name of my character in Mass Effect. So I would like to introduce you to Chris Shepard. And let me tell you, Chris Shepard is looking mighty fine. So this is going to be great. This is going to be good. All right, so I'm playing the PS3 version of this game. So if the loading times are too long for you, sorry, but I'm playing it. Okay, so all right, so let's do this. So we're gonna start a new career. I had to go through and find these bombs.
Alliance military database.
All right, so we're getting into it. Let's see what's going on here. So everything's top secret. I'm liking this. Right, but yeah, so Chris Shepard, here we go. Let's see the crazy adventures Chris Shepard is going to have here. But yeah, I'm coming back strong, and I know I've been hesitating because I've just had a lot going on, and I have just been working so hard, okay? It's just been crazy. So I've just been extremely tired, but today I was like, no, I'm sucking it up and I'm doing my show today. All right, I'm doing it. So, and I want to thank everybody, watching and everything too. That it just means so much to me that you freaks and geeks take the time, to understand. And I also will be doing interviews as well. I love doing interviews. So I definitely will be doing interviews with all types of people that are intellectual and wonderful. So do not worry, that will be coming soon as I am working on it. But yeah, a lot has happened, a lot has been going on, but I'm strong, and I'm coming back, and this is what I like doing. I'm very passionate, about it. And plus, we need some more, good-looking women of color who are bigger, and I know that there are many of you out there, so I'm going to do it too. Shoot. We're going to do it. So I'm just making it happen, Yeah, so this is going to be good. All right, so let's connect to the database here. Let's see what's going on.
Establishing secure connection.
Yeah, it better be secure.
Secure connection confirmed.
All right, so it is confirmed. Oh, man. Every time I see John Shepard, I just start drooling. Have you, guys and ladies out there, have you ever seen someone that's just so fine, right? That you just turn stupid and then you're like, why am I turning stupid? Like, that's what he does to me. I swear, he is so fine. So fine. Okay, so so you can take the generic name, which is John Shepard, but it's gonna be Chris Shepard. So we'll see how things go here. And the nice thing about Mass Effect is the customization. I mean, you could spend hours customizing this character, this protagonist. So you can do custom male, custom female, quick start male, which is pretty much the John Shepard prototype, or the quick start female. So you can do custom male. So we're going to do the quick start male. So we'll do that.
Please log in.
Okay, so then of course we'll have to change the name here from John to Chris. Chris. That's my white girl voice there. How is it? Chris? No. Okay, one thing you freaks and geeks will have to realize, I have a very strong yet weird sense of humor. So that's just how I am. Okay, so let's get this changed here. So we are doing Chris. Chris. Nope, let me back up here again. Okay, let me make this lowercase. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, let's go lowercase. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we got Chris. I'm so excited to play this. Because I finally figured out where all the bombs were, and I was like, oh my gosh, this was so difficult for me. Okay, so we got Chris. So Chris Shepard, saving the galaxy. I like it. How you doing, Chris? No, I'm being messy. I am being so messy. Okay, then we're gonna hit
profile
accept.
Reconstruction complete.
Okay, so we're Chris Shepard. We are Earthborn, and we were Sole Survivor, which kind of sucks. And we are a soldier. Now, here's the thing: there are different classes in the game. We'll go over more of the details as we play along, and I'm going to be changing the games. So I'm going to be doing a lot of variety on this show. So I'll be changing the games week by week. So this week we're going to be focusing on playing Mass Effect, and if there are new games coming out too, I will do my best to play those too. But I will be playing a lot of RPGs, like the Japanese RPGs, that kind of stuff, because I love Asian pop culture. And that's another thing we'll be talking about on here. So we'll be talking a lot of good stuff. We'll be talking entertainment, all that kind of good stuff, and gaming stuff, of course. So, all right, let's accept it. And once you confirm these settings, you can't go back. Kind of sucks, but let's do this.
Identification confirmed.
Okay, now here's the most important part, the settings. Now, if you are new to Mass Effect, I would recommend casual. If casual is too easy for you, then you want to go with normal. That's what I would recommend. Now, veteran is for those of you who are boss at this game, and I am not, because I suck at life and everything. We're going to go with casual. Now, you can do auto level up where it levels up your squad and the player. That's what I usually do. Or you can level up the squad only or just have it turned off. So we're going to do squad and player so we don't have to. It's so annoying having to go through and level up all the time. Now, I am going to put subtitles on for those of you who don't really care for like listening to the voice and the audio, because I know some of you prefer looking at the text, so I'll keep that on. And then target assist is really good for if you're a beginner in Mass Effect, because it will literally show you where you got to shoot. Normal, it kind of helps you here and there. And low is for those of you who want a challenge. I don't have time for that, so I'm going to do high because I suck at this game. Okay, and then squad power usage is pretty much your AI will kind of work with you, which is kind of nice. Defense only is only to protect themselves, and disable means you don't use any. So we're going to keep that active. Yes, we're going to do the auto save, but I'll still save regardless. So with that, once you get all your settings, you want to hit continue. And then long loading time. We got long loading times because this is PS3 and I don't have a PS4. Maybe soon I will get a PS4. I've been really wanting one, like really, 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 really bad. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And I did get the other games too, which is pretty awesome. But look, I mean, this game is so beautiful.
What about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of his family.
Such a beautiful game.
He was raised on the streets. Learned to look out for himself.
Raised on the streets? No, no, I'm being so messy.
He could have some serious emotional scars.
But okay, so while this is going on, this is the introduction to the game and everything.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting
so
the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who
let's
can
talk about what we really need to talk about here.
Make the call.
And that is, we need to talk about the Angry Joe situation. Now, this is how I feel about it, okay? I know some of his fans are upset because of the inconsistencies, but here's something that I realized with doing this show, and trust me, I am not doing it the same way like how Angry Joe, I'm not even to that level, okay? But I can personally relate because sometimes doing this stuff can be stressful, okay? Excuse me. And the reason why it can be stressful though sometimes is just because sometimes your audience puts a very, very high expectation on how you're supposed to perform. Now, this does not mean that I hate my audience, because I do not. But sometimes it can be really stressful with all these expectations. You're being pulled in so many different directions. Some people want you to do this. Some people want you to focus on that. You should do this. You should do that. Why don't you have this? You should get this. You shouldn't need that. And what tends to happen over time is you really start to hate what you do. I don't think, and for me, I can't speak for Angry Joe, I'm just giving my perspective. But I think the reason why he decided to kind of take a vacation and maybe slow down with the video game reviews, I think the reason why he was doing that is just because when you're a creative person, you're always coming up with something new. You're always thinking about, you know, what can I do to continue to improve and get better at what I do. So I think he's taking this break because, remember, Angry Joe has been doing these Angry Joe video game reviews for over 9 years. And there is a lot of work and preparation. And I think sometimes some people don't understand. There is a lot of work and preparation that comes into doing sketches like that. You got to get the outfits, and you got to make sure you got to get it as accurate as you can. And then you have to also, come up with the scripts and what kind of, the dialogues and everything. So that takes a lot of work, and you just need a break to refresh, to recollect, and I don't see anything wrong with that, okay? I think that it's kind of unfair to be mad at Angry Joe for taking a break, because I think all of us in life need to take a break, and all of us in life need to take the time to just reflect, refresh, and recollect. And I don't see anything wrong with that, I mean, don't get me wrong, let's look at both sides here. I can understand why some of his fans are upset just because this is an expectation, the angry, reviews, and there's a certain consistency that goes with them. But I think some of the fans need to understand, once again, that this takes time, and there's a lot of preparation that is involved in making high quality stuff, and I think that for Angry Joe, I think this is what he really needs to do. This is just me. He doesn't have to do this, right? But I think he needs to make another video just explaining himself. Just explaining like, hey, you know what? I'm taking a break from doing the angry, video game reviews just because I've done this for 9 years. It doesn't mean that I don't care about you guys, because I do. You mean a lot to me, and that's why I continue doing what I do. However, I feel that I need to take this break because it will allow me to recollect and get better at doing these episodes that you enjoy watching. And I think that if he were to put it in a way like that, I don't think maybe necessarily that some of his fans would be upset. I think maybe another reason why some of his fans are upset is just that it's become an expectation. And when you make an expectation, people expect you to deliver on it, which sometimes is not fair, and some, like for me, sometimes I feel that way, where there's certain expectations that people expect, especially when you're a woman and you game too. You have to look a certain way, you have to be a certain way, you have to sound a certain way. And it puts these unreasonable expectations on your heart. And then for me, what started to happen was I had a breakdown. It was just so much stress to be a certain way. Like, these people wanted for me to be this way. These people wanted for me to be that way. And I just couldn't do it anymore. And that's why I stopped doing, Sin TV Now, was just because besides being sick, I was just like, I can't make everybody happy. So to those of you who want to start, whether you want to start, playing games or doing your own show, you just have to do it for the reasons of why you want to do it, and you have to enjoy what you do. If you don't enjoy what you do, it's not gonna be pleasurable for you, and you will lose passion, and you may give up on it. So to Angry Joe, and I just want to say this directly to Angry Joe, you keep doing what you're doing because you are doing an absolutely amazing job. I've always looked up to you, and I've always respected that you care about the gaming culture. Gaming culture would die if it was not for people like Angry Joe, like the Gaming Historian, like Alpha Omega Sin, who I'm in love with, okay? I love him. If it was not for people like Metal Jesus, if it was not for many, many others that care about the gaming culture, we wouldn't have a gaming culture. So we need to stop being angry at each other and just try to understand different perspectives, because it's important to take a break. You have to refresh. I even myself, I had to take a break because I had to sit down and really think, why do I do this? And once I got that answer, that's why I'm doing this show today. So, of course, it's showing you this is just a tutorial. So when you're making a decision here, you use the left stick on your PS3 controller to make the decision. So, okay, let's see. I would say I agree.
They don't send specters on shakedown runs. So there's more going on here than the captain's letting
But
on.
yeah, I mean, that's just how I feel about the Angry Joe situation. I don't
Just cleared the
think
mass
that,
relay, Captain. Stealth systems
you know, he's
engaged.
just taking a,
Everything
you know, a
looks solid.
vacation to
Find
spite
a common
people.
link us in
I
touch.
just think he just needed
I
to
want
just
mission report from the
decompress.
Alliance
And we
West,
all
but
in life have to decompress, you
Aye, aye,
know?
Captain.
So I
brace
still
yourself,
support
son.
him,
Like nihilists
and
said, you're
I
right.
don't
He's
see
already
anything
here.
wrong with trying something new, like the
Commander
movie
Shepard to
reviews
begin
and
the
stuff
comm
like
room for
that.
debriefing.
That's part of being a creative
that,
person.
Commander?
You're always going to aspire to try different things just to see if it works for you, you know? So, I mean, that's just how I feel about the Angry Joe situation. Definitely let me know, Freaks and Geeks, what you think about it. Because I think it's really interesting that some people are upset at him for taking a break. I'm still trying to figure out, like, why people are mad, you know, in regards to that. So, okay, let's see. I'll say I heard.
I'm on my way.
Is it me or does the captain always sound a
And
little
sorry
pissed
if I look really
wanna start
tired.
with
I've
you,
had
Captain.
a really long day. I had to like refresh my makeup. I hope you like how I look today. And you know, it's not easy. Okay. So for directions of how to play the game here, your left stick moves Chris. Your right stick moves you up and down. And then of course on the right hand side, I don't like the map, like the guidance thing in the first game. It's kind of crazy. So okay, so let's go ahead and talk to
Congratulations,
Presley
Commander.
here.
Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
I'm on my way to give him a status
Man,
update
Chris
right
is
now.
looking fine.
With all due respect,
Yes!
sir.
No,
maybe
I'm
you'll
being
finally tell you
messy.
what we're really doing out here.
Alright, let's see here. Yeah, let's look into
I'll see
it,
if I
see
can get
what's
some
going
answers when I see
on.
him.
Good luck, Commander.
Oh my gosh, I'm just so tired today. It's crazy, man. Okay. Alright, so let's keep going here. Alright, so we talked to Presley. Alright, so, and the cool thing about Mass Effect 2 is you have these little talks kind of in between here. And you got Dr. Chakwas. I can't believe I actually said that right. Okay, so let's go and let's talk to
What do you think,
Corporal
Commander? We won't be staying on Eden
Jenkins.
Prime too long,
Jenkins.
will we? I'm itching for some real action.
And I mean, this type of game, you really have to have patience and time because there are just so many conversations, so many questions. So there's a lot of replayability. There we go. With Mass Effect, which is really nice. Okay, so yeah. Okay, let's see here. Yeah.
Only a
Oh
few
my
look-
gosh, I am so bad
Sorry, Commander, but this
for
waiting's
for
killing me.
yawning.
I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Alright, let's see. Okay, so you'll do fine.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had. And
See,
every
Chris
role
has
you've got.
good facial
Easy
features.
for
Look
you
at
to
those
say.
eyebrows.
You proved yourself on a cruise.
Those
Nobody
eyebrows
knows
mean
what you do.
business, yeah.
This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
Alright, so you gotta be cautious
You're
here.
young,
Be
Corporal.
careful.
You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not going to screw this up.
Alright, so then you can either say bye and keep moving, or if you select investigate, then you can go a little bit deeper into conversations. So it just adds a little bit of extra lore. That's why Mass Effect, I see why people like Mass Effect and why Mass Effect is so popular, because it's a very immersive game. I mean, you can relate to these characters, and oh, it's so good. It's really, really good. Okay, so we'll go ahead and return. You have a good
Captain's
day.
waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
Alright, so let's keep going here. And we have to talk to this gentleman here,
Commander
which
Shepard,
is
I
Nihilus.
was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
Strange face, though, I will say that much. Alright, so what we gotta talk
What
about?
about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
Alright, it's beyond beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
The paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them.
And you see me being quiet is not because I don't have anything to say. I'm just wanting for you guys to listen to the story and what's going on. Okay, so let's see. All right, so why are they asking?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place.
His outfit's pretty cool,
Is the
though. I
Alliance
won't lie.
truly
It looks
ready for
pretty.
this?
It's pretty trendy, if I do say so myself.
I think it's about time we told the commander what's
Trendy
really
outfit.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I figured as
I
much.
figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
But why all the secrecy, though?
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis.
Of
The research
course.
team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
I'm sorry, I'm just drooling over him. Maybe that's why I'm so quiet today. Yeah. Okay, so... Alright, so what are the details?
What else can you tell me?
This is Big Shepard.
And Mass Effect,
last
for
time
those of
humanity
you
made
two
a
who are
discovery
not
like
familiar
this,
with the game,
it
is
jumped on
also
technology
known
forward 200
for
years.
the
But Eden
mega
Prime doesn't
amounts
have the
of
facilities to
romances
handle
that you
something
can
like
have. And you can
We
have
need
a
to bring the
romance with
beacon
a
back to
man
the
or a
Citadel for
woman,
proper
which
study.
is also kind of different for
Obviously, this goes beyond
a
mere
game
human
of this
interest, Commander.
genre as
This
well.
discovery could affect every species in Council space.
It never hurts to have a few extra hands on board.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander.
Oh, I'm so
He's
sorry.
here to evaluate you.
It's been a long day for yours truly.
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
That's
Just
cool.
tell me what I have to do.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander.
And he's got a
Eden
nice
Prime will be
body
the first
too.
of several
Yes.
missions.
You'll be in charge of the ground.
Oh, I'm
team.
a mess.
Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
All right. Okay, so you can still investigate if you want a little bit more kind of lore about what's going on here. But let's get the heck out of here. I'm ready to
Just
go.
give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
And forewarning, this game does have some gore and stuff like that. So if you are kind of squeamish to blood, I wouldn't recommend playing this. So